This podcast is hardly focused.
The French.
So Diddy on trial right now because he is a piece of garbage.
Oh, fucking. I don't even understand.
I don't get it.
I don't like, how could you just be like, yeah, this is fine? Like, how can your brain be like, yeah, let's treat people like
Money.
this?
So
I guess, yeah.
Power.
So they were called white parties. And this is something that Diddy was like prolific for. I mean, so much so that here's David Lee Roth on his short-lived radio show talking about it.
Have you ever been to a 100-yard party? I've been to one of Diddy's parties at his house down in Miami before, after the Video Music Awards. And that was 100 yards worth of party.
Yeah. I mean, they were like big celebrities would attend these things, and they were like galas. Like everyone,
like the Epstein of today.
Yeah, everyone would have to wear white, and they would like pull out all the stops, and these things would like start early in the day and go until like early the next day. But behind closed doors were the freak offs that were happening, and this is like the jokes about baby oil now.
Yeah,
are coming from the now common knowledge about these freak-offs and what a freak-off entailed. And Cassie Ventura is testifying against Diddy. That's what she's been doing this week. And she's just revealing all of this absolutely fucked up information.
It's not televised, right?
No.
Or stream.
No, but because you'd be all over it, wouldn't you?
I don't know. There's too much going on right now, but yeah, probably more so.
Yeah. She has just been explaining all the nitty gritty details about what a freak off entailed, because she was pretty much forced to do this, take part in these for several years. So first and foremost, the freak offs, each one required copious amounts of Astroglide, condoms, and Johnson's baby oil.
Yikes.
Diddy told Cassie she needed to use
So
the baby.
messy.
She needed to use the baby oil so she would be quote unquote glistening. She needed to be shining. Now, like you see that in porn. That's like, you know, a whole thing. There's
Do you, Jack?
Sometimes.
I do. I watch. I do partake in adult entertainment.
It's pretty cool.
Adult.
Pretty cool. Yeah. Cassie mentioned that one of the freak offs she partook in featured a kiddie pool filled with baby oil.
Oh my God.
And Diddy would just sit in the corner and he'd be the director. He'd be playing with himself too, but he'd be like...
He'll be diddling himself?
He absolutely would be. He'd be Sean Combs in himself. But he'd be directing the...
That's a power move.
The performers, the participants, it was all under his direction.
That was just, these were just puppets for his play.
Cassie also mentioned she started doing these freak offs when she was 22. The first time she did it, she had to take ecstasy and drink heavily beforehand so she could disassociate. And
oh my God.
Every time she did this, she would take ecstasy, she would take Molly, cocaine, mushrooms. She would
just wanted to experience it.
She did not want to be there.
That's so awful.
Yeah.
Like, and just the video of like him beating her. It's just like, at that point, she's an object. She's not.
Yeah,
like a person.
It was so comfortable.
It was just
doing
like,
that, just so brazen.
You're not a person anymore. You're just like, you're my puppet.
Yeah.
And so you disobeying, I can beat and do whatever. Because like, I just can't.
No, it makes me, it's actually one of those stories that makes me so sick that I actively don't know a lot because
yeah, same.
I can't take it.
Hard to look at.
And yeah.
It's hard to. I do.
Don't watch the full video because it's on TMZ.
No, I wouldn't. That's something I would scroll by.
Cassie would tell Diddy too. She did not want to participate in any of these events. She only did it because she did not want to anger him.
Because she was scared of him because his anger outbursts were fucking terrifying.
I would be fucking terrified.
I'm like, I feel so awful for her.
I know, I really do.
How bad is that situation? Like,
just the worst.
The better option is to just
take
part in a freak
zombify yourself.
Yeah.
I hope like I can't imagine
I don't
what she's going through right now, but like there's some sort of
Peace.
feeling like you never be able to like really share this and like have that. Like he was always just going to be so powerful, you wouldn't be able to really just
Break free
get up
of it,
there and be like, this is what happened. I don't know if I don't know her. I haven't studied it enough to know if that's something that's helping her or if she's like, I really just want to hide.
It just doesn't make any sense. Like the option is either get beaten up by Diddy or just get fucked and pissed on by random dudes.
Well, there's also like the whole like the power that he has to like help your career.
Sure.
And like everything like that. There's like that's the whole thing that is fucked up about a lot of these situations. It's like
that's how it starts. But then she probably was in a situation of like, no, I fear for my life.
Yeah. Because if you don't do what because they start seeing you as an object, they don't see you as a person. Because
right, but it seems like no one's going to listen to you because he's the powerful one.
Yeah. It just fucking sucks.
Yeah. So according to TMZ, this is probably like the most fucked up thing to come out of this.
Oh boy.
Quote, she was asked what would happen after the escort ejaculated on her. And she testified that Diddy would want it put on his body in the next room and that she would spread semen on Diddy's nipples.
Fun.
She testified she did not want to do so. Yeah, I'm glad she made that part like very obvious. It would be really suspect if that was the one thing she's like, you know, this was just a traumatic experience and I hated every moment of it. But actually, I really like spreading shit. Yeah.
That part was
that
pretty
got
cool.
me through.
Yeah. Or
that's
like,
why I did it. There was a light at the end of the tunnel.
Or if she was like, that was the best part. That just settles.
There's
like
a lot
everything.
to unpack with.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he gets life.
When did the trial start? I know it was very recently.
Trial began on May 5th, 2025 with jury selection. Opening statements began on May 12th, which was 2 days ago.
Where is the trial? New York?
Doesn't say. Probably New York.
Maybe I will dabble. I don't know. It makes me upset.
Yeah.
But now I'm curious.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Jump into that when you have an off day from your other big.
There's too many trial. This is trial season.
Yeah.
So Cassie's lawyer's name is Douglas Wigdor, and TMZ caught up with him and asked him what could be the most obvious question in the world.
You a wizard?
Here we go.
Is Cassie in therapy? I could imagine she might need to have some kind of someone to talk to outside of this. I know it's kind of a personal question, but people are saying that she might need something else after, going through everything that happened in the past again.
Not following your question, sorry.
Will she consider therapy? Is that something that she could?
She has been in therapy. I think she'll testify about that tomorrow.
You're like, no shit.
Yeah.
No shit.
That's interesting. No, she's got ChatGPT.
Larry King over here trying to get the question out.
Yeah.
What did he do? How did he die?
That's something I would ask. I would just blank and not know what to ask. And
Have you ever had a dream where you could do it so good that you don't even know?
Like, no shit, she's going to be in therapy. She's going to need a lot of therapy.
That's like a question you would ask, like, just to hear yourself talk.
Yeah. You didn't mean to have the spotlight on you. You actually got to the lawyer and was not prepared to have your question be the one.
Yeah.
This is.
Have you ever tried Skittles?
God, that's me meeting Melissa Joan Hart. Do you like Paramore?
You were fine.
Hey, that's a fair question. That's fun.
Or meeting Charlotte from the Subways. Do you listen to podcasts?
Yeah.
Do you like Hot Fudge Sundays? This reporter from TMZ, I don't know if it's right to call them reporters. No. This has to be the chick who was told, like, you're on a performance improvement plan. You really need to step up your hounding famous people of importance with questions. You got to get better about it. And she just panicked.
Yeah, everybody has time.
Mr. Wigdor, please, I'm going to get fired if I don't ask you this question.
It does sound like a wizard name, does it not?
Wigdor?
Yeah.
It sounds like a department store that went out of business.